Yo, what it do? What is everybody working with? Ladies and gentlemen, guys, episode 2 of the D&D show. Guys, I'm your main man, Dnicest 84. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm over here with the best well streamer on the planet, my main man, 50 grand, my brother from another mother. Shout out to Wales! Shout out to the UK. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for my main man, Danny C. Show. Woo!
Yeah, baby. Okay, I see you. I see where this is going. Are you ready?
Yeah.
It's episode 2. We're going. Are you ready? We're doing retro gaming. One of my favorite topics.
Okay.
So we'll go back and forth. Your first experience of retro gaming was
PONG. Yeah.
What was yours?
You heard of that, right?
What was it?
PONG.
Pong?
You know, yes.
Like
I'm older than you. I mean, I'm 2 years older than you. Yes. Pong. Yeah, it's like tennis. It goes back and forth. My father, he was a sanitation man. He would find it in the garbage.
Damn.
And he brought it home, and I was like, "What the hell is this?" And he says, "Turn it on." I'm like, "It's Pong. Pong is from the '70s."
Damn.
But it worked. Yeah, but my first official mine's Atari.
Yeah. Ooh.
Atari was it. Larry Bird versus Magic Johnson. I think they had like a basketball game. Oh my gosh. Oh.
Nice.
Thinking back, it was horrible. Atari had a joystick and one button. Like, how prehistoric can you get?
Like, we've got what? Two joysticks.
Dude.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
It's wild.
7, 8 buttons now on the controller. And back then you had what? A joystick and a button?
Dude, a joystick and a round red button. I said, oh, this is rich. I mean, looking back, and then you had, I'm sure with you're 2 years younger, so you probably came up on Nintendo.
Yeah, my first. Do you know the square box one? I keep getting the name confused. It's either a NES or a SNES, where you slide it in, push down, and then it start.
Regular Nintendo. That's regular Nintendo, and there's Super Nintendo.
Super Nintendo is the cartridge that sitted on the top, wasn't it?
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
So,
but regular Nintendo, that was the one with Duck Hunt.
Yeah, Duck Hunt, Mario,
Zelda.
I didn't play Zelda.
No?
I never got into Zelda.
Oh.
Don't judge me.
Are you serious? Judgment's
Zelda
being passed.
was
You never played Zelda?
No. I got a confession as well while we're at it. I've never, ever managed to complete Mario.
What?
1, 2, 3, any of the Mario games. I've never managed
to
complete.
And you're a streamer?
Hey, don't shoot me down. I never completed.
Even I did that, and I'm a Madden guy. Jesus Christ. Holy crap.
I never completed any of the Mario games. Never completed the Sonic games. Alex the Kid. Never completed that. None of them games, man. Like, literally none of them. You
were just an incomplete brother.
Yeah, literally.
I actually sat down and finished all of them. Then I had Game Genie, went back, put in the code, and then beat him again. Cheating.
Game Genie.
Bruh,
is that cheats?
Game Genie, yep.
Damn.
Huh? Yes,
that's
I'm
mad.
going back. Game Genie for you, Sega Mega Drive, for us, Sega Genesis.
Yeah. Did you ever have the
it.
Sega CD or whatever it's called? The add-on.
You know what?
For that?
No. I went and I got I begged my father to get me Sega Saturn.
Yeah.
Because that was when Madden was going, as we say, next gen.
Yeah.
From Sega Genesis to Sega Saturn. I had Madden 98. Oh.
So here's a question for you. Madden on the Sega Genesis. What was that like?
Oh, that was my first one.
Yeah?
That was my first one, man. Madden, it was called Madden 93, and I got it in 92, it was called Madden 93.
Yeah.
From what it is now, these kids now are just spoiled. They're spoiled, man. People are like, oh, this sucks. I'm like, what? Man, listen. I grew up with way worse.
Yeah. What would you now, if you could like tell young you like a big secret about the game, how it's gonna go, what would you say to yourself if you could rewind time?
If I could go back in time to when I started playing Madden '93,
Yeah,
um, I would say keep on playing because one day you might just get paid for it. Just keep on going.
yeah,
And I remember I was on Genesis where it had A, B, and C and
yeah,
a start button and a direction pad.
yeah. That's the one.
Okay. Yes, prehistoric. From
Yeah,
then to now,
man, what a
man, I would just
difference.
say, listen, man, just keep on playing. This is all gonna turn out well.
Yeah,
Just practice up. And literally almost 30 years. It's been almost 30 years because I started playing Madden '92.
yeah,
About 30 years ahead. I mean, the opportunities are here. All the
yeah.
tournaments
All the
and
tournaments you could go
everything.
into.
Yes, yes. But of course, back then, like I said, you're 2 years younger.
Yeah.
Back then, we had Super Street Fighter 2.
Oh.
Down here
Yes.
in New York, if you went to Chinatown
Yeah.
and you said you was a bad man, someone was bringing out a system and says, "All right, let's see, sit here and we'll go in." People would gather around. I mean, of course, now because of technology, those that gathering's not there.
Yeah.
But man, what? What man? What? Lord have mercy. Or the arcades.
Yes. The
No one takes arcade
arcades.
serious no more.
No.
No.
Like me and
Nah.
Tinks visited Barry Island before COVID and everything. We had to go on the what was it? Sega Rally, I think it might have been.
Or Daytona USA or Sega Rally Champions.
Sega Rally Championship, that's the one. Sitting in the car,
Boy.
in the seat,
Oh.
and the stick, and the wheel, and the pedals, and oh my god, it felt so good. I tell you what, though,
You know what's funny?
I still can't drive.
I mean, you know what's funny is that back in the '90s and 2000s,
Yeah.
you'll go to the arcade and drive just for that experience.
Yeah.
And then I remember Gran Turismo 3 A-Spec. You could
Yeah.
actually go to Funkoland or wherever, your nearest gamer store and get a steering wheel and foot pedal.
Yeah.
Wild. It's wild.
Mad, isn't it? The thought of like you'd go to an arcade for that experience and then to be able to get it at home was like huge.
Dude. And then, and nowadays, controllers vibrate.
Yeah.
And these kids now don't even appreciate it. Like, when
Yeah.
I feel my controller vibrate, it's so natural to me now, it doesn't affect me. But I remember I didn't have a Nintendo 64.
Yeah.
But Nintendo 64 came up with the Rumble Pack.
Yeah.
That was when and when you played GoldenEye, when you shot, you could feel it. You could feel it. Bang,
Yeah.
bang, 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 bang.
That's mad.
And then Sony came out with the PlayStation, and then they came out with the DualShock.
Yeah.
That's what you remember.
Yeah. I remember them.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Boy, that DualShock.
do you remember the first PlayStation controller that didn't have analog sticks on?
Of course.
That
I had
was
it.
like
I had the first PlayStation. I actually have a picture of myself holding up the first PlayStation
nice.
back in '97.
Yeah.
I had Game Day '97. It was a football game with it. Oh my gosh. Oh my dude, the memories.
Yeah.
Now we're on PS5.
Yeah. Talking of memories, memory cards.
Oh
How many of them did you
man.
have over the years?
The memory cards were more of a money grab because if you played Saturn had an internal hard drive.
Yeah.
Same with Genesis.
No, it was just there was no
I think-
option to save, was there, on the older ones? It was just like you could pause it,
On
turn your
Genesis?
TV off. Yeah.
No, I think there was an option to save on Genesis. I think.
Was there?
Yeah, you get like the little like Sonic the Hedgehog. You would get to a saving point, bro. You wasn't playing the whole damn thing all the way through. You were not doing that. No, you was not doing that.
So you mean all these times where I've tried to complete Sonic and I've been like, get to level 3,
just hit-
pause it,
Yeah,
the electric would go, start again.
Nah, man, just hit save and you was good. But what was crazy? How the hell you go from that to PlayStation coming out with a memory card? PlayStation's so damn greedy, but we
Yeah.
can't help it. It's so greedy,
Yeah, the
greedy,
memory
greedy,
card thing
greedy.
was something else, wasn't it? Just like being able to save something and then take it to another console in someone else's house and load it up
And
and
then
continue where you left off.
these dirty dogs had the nerve to come out with the memory card in different colors. I said,
Oh yeah,
"Oh no, you didn't." I
yeah.
said, "Oh
So
my goodness, oh
I
my goodness," spending
remember.
all my allowance on it. I said, "Oh god,
So
no, it was bad."
there was a grey memory card, if I remember right. That was the original PlayStation.
Yep.
Then we had.
Then
Well, I
they
had a
had
red one.
red, blue,
Yeah.
see through. I had a see
Did you
through
ever have
one.
a see-through one?
Yeah, I had a see through one back in the day.
Damn.
Yeah.
I had a red one.
And, and then you would just leave it in the system, like,
Yep.
and then the damn wire to the controller was short as hell. So that was that.
Yeah. They didn't make the
Sure.
wires long enough, did they?
No, no, man, no. It was bad, man. I mean, those were the days, though. I mean, these kids now, everything is wireless.
Yeah.
Everything,
Wireless internet,
literally.
wireless this, wireless that, wireless cables, wireless friggin' controllers. Everything's
I mean, the
wireless.
wireless controller things. The wireless controller thing, though, GG to that. And
Yeah,
I know
that's
we're
good.
used to it,
No
but it
long
wasn't always
stupid
like that.
cables.
Yeah, wasn't always like that, man. It was not always like that. People take it for granted, for what gaming is.
Yeah.
This is why when people talk about, now Cyberpunk is an exception.
Yeah.
All right, I don't know what happened there, but when people talk about, games is this, games is that, I'm like, man, listen,
Yeah.
listen. You're very fortunate.
Yeah.
Very, very fortunate. Yes, very, very fortunate.
So, do you remember the jump graphically from the Sega Genesis to
The Saturn?
the Saturn?
Oh,
remember
I
that?
had Panzer Dragon, and of course a Sonic the Hedgehog game, of course.
Ooh.
And then the jump. What I noticed was, so I had Madden 90, Madden 96 on the Genesis
Yeah.
and Super Nintendo, and then I had got Madden 98 on the Sega Saturn. That jump was insane. Like everything was. I mean, back then, oh, that was it. That was it. That was it. I was like, whoa. Okay, you know what I'm saying?
My
Doing good now.
experience was horrible with retro because, like, I went from the normal Nintendo, the square one with a sloppy, like, slotted in, push down malarkey. Oh, by the way, I had a life hack for that. You know when you used to put it in and push down and it'd pop back up? You remember that?
Or the Nintendo?
Yeah. Where you put a
How long
cartridge
did you have
in.
that Nintendo?
How long did I have it? A while.
I can tell. Did they stop making games for it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I figured because you just said a jump. I'm like, what are you jumping from?
Yeah, so we had the normal Nintendo for a while, and I found a life hack for it, right? So you put a cartridge in, push down, and it's meant to stay down so it can start the game, right? You know that. But after a bit of usage, it would pop back up on its own, or it wouldn't stay down. So my stepdad, he found a hack. What we call it a hack. It's a life hack, right? You used to take a slipper and slot it on top to hold the cartridge down and then click start and it'd work. No more popping up cartridge.
So your thing used to pop up by itself.
Like, you put the cartridge
that's-
in, push down, and it'd instantly pop back up. It wouldn't lock into place.
Dude, that's not a life hack. Yours is broken. That's not a life hack. No, yours is broken. No, mine never did that, and I live in the hood. Okay, I'll tell you, come from the hood. I'll tell you what a life hack is. That's not a life hack. Yours, you just need a new one. That's all. Life hack. This guy's hilarious. I love this guy. Oh, let me tell you a life hack. Oh yeah, then tells me, a dog. Listen, if you gotta hold down with a slipper, it's time for a new one. That's it.
Funny enough, we actually did get a new console. We went from the normal Nintendo to the Sega Mega Drive, or the Genesis as you guys know it. That was that was our jump. Like, we went from normal Nintendo to Genesis / Mega Drive. And then we went to the PlayStation 1. That was my jump. Like, that's a big jump.
Okay.
Graphically, when you think about
normal.
it. Yeah.
That's about a normal jump. Well, then again, the Nintendo 64 was 64 gigs, obviously, and I think the PS1 was 32 gigs.
Bits. We didn't get to gigs
Well,
yet.
bits.
Yeah.
Bits, yeah, bits. I'm
Mega
bugging. Bits. No, you know what's funny? These systems now are so many bits, they don't even talk about it no more.
Yep.
They don't talk about it.
Like, I didn't have the square Nintendo. What was that? The GameCube?
I didn't have that. It was ugly. You know what's crazy is that I think the Xbox Series X kind of copied off the GameCube. It's ugly as hell.
Yeah.
It is. GameCube was too ugly. And the controller was worse. I don't know how people played on that thing. Oh my god.
Who designed that controller? Were they hoping for some sort of weird crap? Because that was horrible. Everyone I know
it was the worst ever.
Yeah.
Worst, but it's Nintendo. When you have a name like Nintendo, people are gonna buy it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they support it. I didn't buy it. I said no. I told my father, don't even think about it. I don't give a damn if you find it in the garbage. Do not bring that home. I don't want that. Hell no. Keep that over there. And plus, on top of that, I don't think GameCube had a Madden on it.
No, I don't remember it being on. I don't think it was a thing.
The 64 had Madden's 64, but then after that, it just stopped. I was like, well, there's no need for me to have it, really.
Your first PlayStation experience, then?
My first PlayStation experience.
Yeah. What was your first game you ever played on PlayStation?
My first game on PlayStation wasn't even a game. It was a demo disc.
Yeah, me too.
Demo disc.
Ooh.
That came with it.
Moment of truth.
Yes.
It was yours.
Crash Bandicoot.
Damn it. Mine was V-Rally. V-Rally was my first experience.
I think I had that too. No, so with the demo disc back in the day, they give you a disc and it comes with like maybe 4 or 5 games, I think.
Yeah,
and you play the hell out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mine's came with Game Day 97. I remember it was only like 2-minute quarters.
Yeah.
But listen, you growing up, you ain't got much. Listen, a game back then was like $49. Well, for us, US was like $49.99.
Damn.
Wig, I don't know how much it costs for you guys. It's probably the same equivalent.
About the same, yeah.
Well, you know what's funny is that Genesis games actually cost $59.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah.
I seen an advert for Toys R Us. Remember Toys R Us? With the dodgy backwards R? I seen an advert on TikTok showing the advert for the Sega Mega Drive. £149.
What is that equivalent in US?
That would be about 180 odd, give or take.
Oh no.
Like, that amount of money, when you think back to it and what it did, like, that's nuts for that amount, for like what you got.
Now, no, to piggyback off of what you just said. So you just said roughly 180 US, right?
Yeah.
Correct?
Around 180, yeah.
Tell you something. That's a lot of money. Right there, bruh, you have to wait till Christmas.
Oh, yeah.
Okay? What's going on right now, present day, with this PS5 and this Xbox, people just getting it any time they want.
Yeah. Or trying
to. Or trying. Dude, back in my day, when the system came out, you was waiting until Christmas.
Oh, hell yeah. Christmas for everything.
That was it.
Christmas for a Sega.
Everything. Now, people getting stuff on a Wednesday or Tuesday. It's bad. It's bad. No, it's serious.
It's true, though. It is
180.
true.
Man, listen. Have me over here getting, but then again, I think I know why, because the kids that grew up playing games now have jobs now. So I guess that's what it could be, probably.
Possibly.
You think?
Yeah.
These kids now spoiled, man. They is not waiting to know Christmas. They getting it right then.
Yeah.
Like it's wild, man.
While we're still on the subject of Sega Mega Drive / Genesis. Do you remember Sonic the Hedgehog 1?
It came with my Sega Genesis and it said not for resale.
I've still got the case for it. The OG case. Yeah. And I only found out through TikTok. TikTok is like full of information. There was a dev mode on Sonic 1.
There was a what?
a dev mode. So, like, when you started the game, you know when you had Sonic on the screen in his little bubble thing, and you had press start underneath? Remember that? If you pressed, and I think I got this right, it's up, down, left, right, A, B, start, it'd make a chime noise, and you'd go into dev mode in the game. So you'd start level 1, and you could press, like, C to make a block, and a B to change the thing that you've got, so you could put, like, boxes of rings and stuff like that, and you can make your own level with it. It was bonkers,
really?
man. Yeah.
See, I would have never did that because I'll be honest, back then, because of course, I grew up a Madden guy, so all this, what you just said, up, down, left, right, sideways, crossways, A, B, hold this, hold start. No. See, when I played Super Street Fighter, that right there wore me out.
Yeah.
I wasn't doing that, bro. No
Let's
way.
be honest.
I couldn't do it.
Hold up. Let's be honest. When it came to Street Fighter and all the head-to-head games like that, let's be honest. There was no skill involved. It was purely button bashing.
No, it wasn't. No, not over here. No, it wasn't. No, let me tell you something, bro. I would go in the bathroom and take the book. Yes, when the game came with books, you go in the bathroom and you read the book and you try to learn the damn moves. Same thing for Mortal Kombat.
Yes.
I had the first one as well. Yes. Yeah. Yes. You go and read the book and you see what you can do. Then when the damn super move, it goes across the damn page. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
It's just like, oh my gosh. Dang. Like, I'm never ever gonna do this. And then when you do it by accident, you have a freaking heart attack.
Yeah. Let's go.
Yeah, dude. Those are the days, man. And then if you wanted to, you could go get the Game Genie thing.
Yeah.
Which costs extra money. Throw a code or two in there. But with Street Fighter, they came out with a tournament joystick for it.
Was that the one-handed joystick and like all the buttons on a flat surface? Is that the one you're on about?
Yeah. It had 6 buttons, right?
Yeah,
and then,
that's the one.
So then Genesis came out with a secondary controller.
Yeah.
That had A, B, C, then it had X, Y, Z on it. On top.
Whoa.
Yeah, man. Oh yeah, you were doing damage with that. Oh, you had an unfair advantage with that. Yeah, someone pulled that out. You know what was going down. A whooping. He was probably a pro. Woo, Lord have mercy. Man, that was good stuff, man. That was good stuff. So that was my first experience with a controller with more than 3 buttons.
Damn.
Yeah, man. It was nice. But then again, no. Super Nintendo, I think had 8 buttons.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they had left and right.
Yeah. Didn't they? Wasn't that the first experience with bumper buttons?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, it was them. Yep.
Man.
It was them. Yeah, man. And now we're taking all this for granted. Now we got triggers, but now triggers came from Nintendo 64.
Yeah.
That controller. Yeah.
I just pulled up a picture of the Super Nintendo controller. You got the up, down, left, right. Yeah, you got A, B, Y, and X. And then you select and start, and then you got your top buttons as well.
Yeah.
Your bumper buttons. Oh my God.
That's when things were getting complicated. And now,
yeah.
And then PlayStation came out. When PlayStation came out with L1, L2, R1, R2.
Yeah.
Along with this is the original one. Along with X, Y. What is it? X, Y. No. X, square, triangle, and O.
Yeah.
With a start and select button.
Yeah.
And they had the D-pad.
Yeah. The original controller, yeah.
Yes. And then when they redid it a little before the PS2, they added the analog sticks.
Yep.
Everyone
was like, ooh.
Yes.
Here's a
They were
question
getting
for you.
sassy.
I got a question for you. Do you remember the little lights between the two analog sticks? Do you remember that on the PlayStation One?
I think you could turn the analog sticks off and on. I think.
Was that what it was for? I could never figure out what
I
it
think
did.
so. Damn if I know. But I mean, dude, that was what 20 years ago, bro.
Yeah.
Well,
Long
I just remember PS2 came out in 2001.
Yeah. Damn. That's
Yes, that was literally
wow.
20 years ago.
Yeah. That's nuts, man.
Yeah, PS2 really. Dreamcast was actually better than PS2 because Dreamcast didn't have the support. They didn't have the third party support.
Dreamcast was the one that came with a built-in modem, wasn't it? And you could go online with it.
It was. Yes, it was.
Damn.
And Dreamcast's controller, the people that made Xbox's controller made Dreamcast's controller. That's why it looks so similar.
Yeah, I remember.
Wow.
That's nuts,
dude, it's
man.
a long time ago.
So I'm looking at some of the old consoles, and I think the what was the box one again? What was that called? GameCube. I think that probably had the worst controller
ever.
Having the analog stick in the middle.
ever.
Yeah, that was horrible.
I mean, I personally think this is just an opinion that Xbox controller is probably one of the best, for me, in my opinion. PlayStation controller is, I don't know.
I got used to the PlayStation controller because that was my first experience, obviously, controller-wise with thumbsticks. Because obviously I didn't do the Xbox route like you guys. But that was like my thing. I got used to it, loved it, didn't want to change. Fast forward, like, God knows how many years, and I'm stuck with an Xbox controller.
I mean, now, since we're in the 2000s now, so we went from PS2, and then, so it was PS2 versus Dreamcast. Obviously, PS2 won that.
Yeah,
Dreamcast
Sega
just stopped.
Dreamcast came out in the US in 1999, September 9th.
Yes.
The Japanese version came out September 1999. Nintendo released the Nintendo 64 Pikachu edition in 2000.
Oh, yo, Nintendo's been riding Pokemon's back for years. Years.
Yep.
What?
Yep.
What? Oh my gosh.
Mad when you
just
think about
riding them. But I don't blame them. I mean, listen, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah.
So it was Dreamcast versus PlayStation. Obviously, PlayStation won that.
Yeah.
And now going into, I think, 2002, 2003. I forgot when the first Xbox came out.
2002. 14th of March, 2002. Man.
That was big.
Yeah, that was huge. I've got one of them on my shelf.
I had one. It didn't work, so I was just like effing and just threw it away. But it was Halo Combat Evolved came out with it.
Yeah.
Forza Motorsports came out with it.
Yeah.
I mean, that was when online gaming actually started, to be honest.
Ooh, yeah. Do you remember the PlayStation 2's expansion port on the back, the fat PS2? Do you remember that? It had a little cover that you could take off. Did you have
no.
one? So the fat PlayStation 2 had a plastic part that you could take off on the back, and they released a network adapter, I think it was called. Came with a disc. You attach this network adapter to the back of it, and you can connect it to your modem, but you needed to put a disc in first for it to go online. So you would boot your PlayStation up, put this disc in, go online, get it online, and then you could play your online games.
So you was online?
Yeah, I played the PlayStation 2 online. It came out very late, mind.
Dog, I didn't get online until PS3 when I was stealing the internet from across the street. and because it was Wi-Fi. In 2006, PS3 came out, And so PS3 came out, and I remember Xbox 360 came out, right?
Yeah, Xbox
And like
360
'06,
was 2005.
'06, '07. Yes.
Yeah,
So Xbox 360 was, yo, dude, that Xbox 360 controller, good,
yeah.
great, loved it, loved it, loved it, loved it, loved it.
That was a big change, wasn't it? PlayStation
See,
3
the
was
thing is,
2006.
yeah.
Yeah,
So they both came out around the same time. The
give or
thing is,
take a
so
year. Yeah,
over here, in the hood, we didn't have no internet.
yeah.
Yo, internet what didn't really get big in the hood until like what 2000 and what
Oof.
8, 9,
Yeah,
8,
2000.
9, yeah.
About 2005, 2006, roughly.
Over there,
Over
not in the
here.
hood, dude. If you had internet in the hood, everybody and their mama's side chick was at your house. Everybody,
See, I remember when we
everybody.
first got internet because ours came in the form of a little blue modem. If you're in the UK, you'll
What?
remember this. Yeah, little blue
You
modem
was rich.
by NTL, a cable company.
MTL.
Like, they dug up our street for like 6 months laying cables. And they gave us like a little modem and a little box to watch TV channels on, right? And if you didn't pay your bill, which a lot of people didn't back then, they'd go
No,
to
of
the top
course
of your
not.
street, open your little green box up, and just take the cable out, right? So you basically were just cut off, right? Now, everyone knew a dodgy guy, right? We all know a dodgy guy that can get you something for a $5 or $5 in the US. There was
Back then, yes.
yeah, everyone knew a dodgy guy, right? So there was a dodgy guy on my street who would offer to turn your services back on if you paid him a $5. And so many people used to do it. They'd be like, yeah, pay him a $5, run back up the street. You'd have your internet back on within 10 minutes.
It's funny, back then internet didn't mean as much as it does now. Like literally, fast forward almost 20. No, it wasn't. Fast forward 15 years. Do you
Yeah.
realize that you can't even play a game without being connected to the internet?
Yeah, pretty much.
That's
Changed.
wild.
Yeah. Something requires a download, like an instant download or an instant update when you first get your game. It's mad, man. When you think about it.
Now, I'm gonna tell you why they did that, because people were bootlegging discs.
Yeah.
PlayStation disc. What? All you do if you knew a friend that had like a CD burner,
Yeah.
he'll burn the game for you.
Yeah.
Boom, done.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then so that was PS1. Then PS2, the back of the disc was blue,
Yeah.
so you
They
would have
changed it,
problems
didn't they?
burning it.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah. They changed the discs to stop that.
And then PS3 went Blu-ray to make it even harder.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And then they still sell games, but the reason they don't want you playing it offline is so they can, get the proper rights, to make sure it's official and whatnot.
Yeah. They would
Yeah, that's the only
disc
reason.
and
But
stuff.
but
So
it works out. Go ahead.
we've done like the PlayStation route, and I'm a PlayStation guy at heart. What about Xbox? OG Xbox. What was your jump like from the original Xbox to the Xbox 360?
Oh, 360 was, I had the black the Xbox 360 Elite, I think it was.
Yeah.
It was a black Xbox and it had Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
That was my first experience with Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. That's my first Call of Duty.
The Modern Warfare games,
yeah, 3, yeah. And I actually have it still on my Series S too.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Listen, that's good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Xbox 360, PS3, it's pretty much modern gaming.
Yeah. Like,
not too much has changed.
The one thing I think Xbox did right was the backwards compatibility going forward. When we went to the Xbox One, and stuff like that. Like you could go back and play the old Xbox games, like the 360 games and stuff like that. Microsoft nailed that. Like they couldn't have gone. I'm a open guy, right? The only thing I didn't like with backwards compatibility, I think they should have given you the option to connect to 360 servers or Xbox One servers, so that if you went on the Xbox One servers, you weren't matched with Xbox 360 players, and you wouldn't have any hackers. You play an Xbox 360 game now on backwards compatibility, you're going to be matched with people who were playing it on the Xbox 360 that had the, what was it called? J-tagged Xboxes or something like that? Something like that was called? Dodgy Xboxes. Yeah, people had a dodgy Xbox where they could hack games and stuff like that and install codes.
Like, it's bad when it's that serious. You have to hack your Xbox. Like, bro, like you just play video games.
Yeah.
Like what? Like, why is cheating necessary? Do you suck that bad? Like, I don't even understand people. Like, you don't have to do that unless,
Yep.
Just you don't have to, open the damn thing up and go in there. Like, bro, like, Jesus Christ, man. But from back when I was coming up, you actually had to leave your chair to switch games. Now, bro,
do it from the controller.
You don't even have to get up.
No, you can do it from the controller.
Bro, when PS3 came out, and they had the wireless DualShock, right?
Yeah.
And you could turn on your system from the controller.
Oh,
I was done.
Do you remember your first experience of that? You just sit back in your chair, press the PlayStation button, and what was the noise it made? Didunk?
I guess so. And bro, you was lit.
Yeah.
You was lit. Now, I'm gonna piggyback over that now, and I remember in 2007, I forgot what day it was. It was back when I was living with my parents still. I was like 21 years old. No, I was 23. Yeah, I was about 23, living with my parents still, and I had my PlayStation 3. I had Heavenly Sword. Of course, I had Madden 06. No, I had Madden 07. And I'm sitting there, and so PlayStation did an update, a software update, right? Because I was stealing Wi-Fi from across the street. From the school across the street. Because I was in the hood and up to no good. It did an update, and so from the update, something popped up, and it was called Netflix.
Yeah.
And I was like, what is this?
Netflix on the PlayStation 3.
Dude, I had never heard of Netflix ever until right then. Ever. And I was like, yo, I went in there, saw Thundercats, I saw Vulture, I damn near lost my mind, so I called my mama. I'm like, hey, Ma, get in here. What is this? This is crazy. This is nice. And dog, I remember I did a free trial, free 7-day trial.
Yeah.
Man, I've been a Netflix member ever since. What? That's how they did it though.
Damn.
But that's the power of online. A software update. You don't even need to get a new system no more.
No. You could just update what the console is capable of doing. Do you remember playing Gran Turismo on the PlayStation 2 and then playing Gran Turismo on the PlayStation 3? Do you remember that? The change, how it felt, graphically, okay, let's go back. Let's recycle a little bit. Let's go back to the PlayStation 1. No analog sticks. Playing Gran Turismo. Hard. Horrible. When we think about it now,
breaking your damn fingers. I mean, number one, Gran Turismo 2 on PS2 had a double disc.
Yeah.
Number one. It had a double disc. Then you go to...
One of them was an arcade disc, and the other one was...
One of them was a simulation disc with all the cars.
Yes, that's the one.
And you had some cars on your memory card too.
Yep, you save them on there.
Yep, and then you go to PS3.
Yeah,
and you're on Gran Turismo 3 A-Spec.
Yeah.
So 2 discs just turned into 1 disc now
Yeah. Blu-ray
with
discs.
just as many cars.
Yeah.
Yes. hmm
Mm-hmm.
And and man, that was a fun game, man.
Yeah.
It was definitely a fun game. And then you had online. That was when online first came out. So people were just up there, couldn't drive, crashing into you. You know, yeah, bro, it was so bad. And now, you got Gran Turismo Sport,
Yeah.
bro. That game, I've never played it, and I started to get it. I
Damn.
started to get it, but I was a Madden guy, so I'm like, what's the point? I'm not gonna play it. But that, bro, that's actually a sport,
Yeah.
Gran Turismo Sport is actually a sport. They got all the cars. It's wild.
Yeah.
It's just wild, and you can only play it online.
So,
It's wild.
do you remember Gran Turismo? I can't remember which one it was. They added. There was a car in there that cost like a stupid amount of money. The Suzuki Pikes Peaks version is what I remember as. Do you remember that?
Speaks version.
Yeah. Suzuki Pikes Peaks version. It looked huge. It was a big red car that had a big spoiler. Was the most overpowered thing you've ever played with. And it was just like... you could literally crash all the way around the track. And still come first by like 20 laps. Do you
In
remember
what?
that car?
2 or 3?
I think it was 3. I want to say 3.
Christ.
Like, oh man, that car had some power.
Yeah, I
was
don't
my
think I
first
finished that game,
experience.
man. I mean, to be honest, I had to get out of the racing games, man, because no one could drive, man. Once I got online,
I'm
my
one of
first
them.
online experience with racing games online was Xbox 360. Obviously, it was Forza.
Yep.
And you just go online. You were expecting people to race clean. Nope.
I was one of them dirty racers.
I bet you were. I believe you too. I believe you.
I was taking that Pikes Peaks version and just ramming it round the course and still finishing like first by like 20 odd laps.
Oh man. It made it so unfun. I'm like, you know what? Back to Madden.
Yeah.
I can't compete. Back to Madden. Can't
And
do
you're
it.
an Uber driver now.
Yeah, I mean, I see you drive slow too. Yeah, take my time.
Okay, so we've been the PlayStation route and the Xbox route. Tell me you owned a Nintendo Wii.
No.
No?
Hell no. What?
No Wii?
No, I'm not. No, Wii doesn't have Madden. No. No. Hey, if it ain't on Madden, it ain't all right.
Like,
hell no.
The Nintendo Wii was, oh man, bowling and tennis and swinging joysticks or whatever what they called. I've forgotten what they're called. The handheld things. One of them used to like swing it at the TV or the sensor. Like you'd stand back and you have a sensor on top of your TV and you'd swing it towards it when you're playing tennis, or you'd hold the button back, step backwards and run at your TV and like chuck your stick, like not chuck it, but like pretend to bowl a ball and stuff like that. And by the way, I'm trying to do these actions. I'm actually sat here in my chair doing these actions, like poof, like that.
And this is why I didn't have a Wii, because listen. I'm supposed to be sitting down comfortably in my chair playing. Okay, all that extra work.
Oh
no,
man, it was so much fun.
I just wasn't. What? Because you were younger.
Yeah.
Listen, I was just never the guy for it. No, too much movement, bro.
Tennis.
If I gotta break a sweat playing games doing that, I'm not doing it. No, I'm here to play games, not work out.
Oh
no,
man,
no. I couldn't do it. I know they had the Wii tennis, the Mario tennis, the golf.
Yeah.
I mean, it's cool, but not every day.
Yeah, it was
there is no way in hell.
A lot of like you had to take breaks from it and stuff, and it actually give you a warning message as well. Like you've been playing for so long, take a break and stuff like that.
Anything that gives me a warning message, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm not. No, just not doing. I'm just not with it.
Here's a
No,
question
not.
for
No.
you: handheld
Mm-mm.
games. Did
Oh,
you
I
ever
had the first Game
have
Boy
first Game Boy?
with
First Game
Spider-Man,
Boy
Tetris,
was when did that come out? First Game Boy.
89, I think. 89, 90.
I've got Game Boy, Game Boy, Game Boy. First Game Boy
I definitely had it.
Pocket was 96.
That's like the Game Boy Pocket Color.
Yeah, no, the Pocket,
Yeah.
the standard black and white screen.
Oh well, I had the big one
You had
back
the
in
big
the
one
day.
from that.
Yeah, dude, I
Like,
had the huge one.
I couldn't get into the handheld games with Nintendo. I just couldn't get into it. I was
Yeah,
never
I
one of them
used
people.
to. So my mother, she's a stay-at-home mom, and she never worked. So sometimes she would take me, to the beauty salon with her because she didn't want to leave me home. So she got me a Game Boy,
Yeah.
and I was lit. It passed time. I mean, dude, this is in the '90s, bro. We didn't have cell phones. We didn't have YouTube. You had to do what you had to do. But I always wanted a Sega Game Gear.
Yeah. Game Boy Advance came out in 2000, mind.
Yeah, that's like 10 years later, dude.
Yeah.
Like, and by then PSP is out.
Yeah, I think the PSP was it wasn't far off, that was it.
No, PSP was later. I'm sorry.
Yeah, PSP was quite a fair bit later. PlayStation P PlayStation P came out in Canada in September 2005 and everywhere else same time, 2005. That PlayStation P though, that had me hooked. Like I was playing that all the time. Go on a bus.
Yeah.
Take the PlayStation Portable. You name it, anywhere you went. Play games.
I had the Red God of War edition
Of the
PSP,
damn.
and I'm gonna take you back. I
Go on.
had Power Stone 2.
Wow.
Power Stone, bro. That game, man. If you ever get a chance to play that game, man, that game still holds up.
Yeah.
Power Stone, Lord have mercy. I know you've heard of it before.
Yeah, it rings a bell.
Yeah,
that's why
bro.
I went,
That game
damn,
was
it took me back.
Yeah, son. Power Stone was it. Yeah. Power Stone that was it. You get all the stones and you turn into like a superhero, then you start talking about beating dudes up.
Yeah.
Or whatever. It was nice. Very, very nice. From PSP, then they tried with the PS Vita. That failed.
Yeah. I think the Vita 2012, the PS Vita was released.
I know. I was an idiot. I went and got it first.
Me too.
First day. Oh yeah.
Yeah. I played
Join the
Uno
club.
on it, and a Hot Shot Golf. I think it was Hot Shot.
I had that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was nice. Yeah, that was nice.
Menu though, the upgrade on the menu was nice from the PSP to the PS Vita.
Yeah, it had Netflix on it.
Yeah.
Yes.
YouTube.
Yeah, if you had Wi-Fi. Yeah, YouTube too. Yeah, you was rolling.
Yeah.
But then cell phones caught up.
Yeah, that's when the cell phone craze took over and everything else.
I mean, it was cool because the screen was so big.
Yeah.
But when cell phones started catching up, that was it. Done. I think that's what killed it, really, to be honest.
Yeah, this is just it. You can get like emulators and everything on your phones now, and
you can do anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With an on-screen,
yeah, you can.
With an on-screen controller and stuff like that.
I was on Xbox.com yesterday. They're advertising something. You put your phone in between the controller and
yeah.
I was like, what the hell is this? Mm-hmm. I said, oh no, I'm good. Yeah. I don't play games that much. Jesus Christ.
Okay, I got the ultimate question for you.
Mm-hmm.
Any retro game on the planet you could remaster, what would it be?
Oh, any retro game on the planet I could. Power Rangers, the movie, Super Nintendo.
Oh,
Power Rangers, the movie.
Power Rangers, I loved.
I
growing
was a
up.
huge Power Ranger fan, huge to this very day.
Me and
Still.
my childhood best friend David, right? We used to play Power Rangers at the back garden, and we used to have fights about who would be the Red Ranger.
Oh yes, Red Ranger.
Yeah,
Yes, yes, yes,
Red
yes,
Ranger, and then they
man.
brought in Tommy, the Green Ranger, and we used to fight about that too.
Oh man, those were the days, man. I mean, to this day, Tommy is the best Power Ranger ever.
Yeah, he had all the special stuff, but I'm still a Red Ranger at heart.
No,
There's
he was a Red Ranger, so he was in Zeo, Turbo, and he came back as a Black Ranger. Yeah, he was everything.
So we
Yeah,
had,
man.
so when it come down to it, you had your the Red Ranger and the Green Ranger were your main two.
Yeah.
But man, have you watched Power Rangers like now compared to what it was like?
Oh
Like
God,
how
yeah.
you remember as a
It's cheesy.
kid, and like you'd see all this flying people everywhere, and then you watch it now and you just see this guy like fly past out of nowhere, and you're like, where the hell did he go?
I mean, seeing it now, it's just number one. Power Rangers is still going on. Power Rangers started in '93, so
Yeah,
that's almost 30 years.
are they still going, Power Rangers?
Yes, it's on Netflix. Yes,
What?
the latest season, Dino Fury, I think.
Oh
Yeah,
man, I'm not watching that. I'm an OG guy. I
I
like the
mean,
OG Power Rangers.
yeah, dude, I love my original Power Rangers. Man.
Yeah,
Those that was when I believed it was real.
yeah.
Until you went and tried it.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. You go out and try it. Oh, this is not real.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. This is not
Me and my
it.
friend David used to like do all the kicks. You know when they used to like do the multiple kicks, like left foot, right foot, left foot, right foot. By the way, don't try that at
Yes.
home.
No, at all.
Exclaimer, what they called exclaimer? Is it? How do you
Disclaimer.
disclaimer? That's the one.
Disclaimer. Yeah,
A
don't try that at home.
disclaimer.
Yeah,
Don't try
yeah.
this at home.
Also,
But we used to go out in the back
you
garden and
know,
do the kicks left and right, left and right. And we were like, ow, that hurts.
yeah. I mean, one thing I do want to touch on before we end this. When it came to games back in the day,
Yeah.
I always had my football games.
Mm-hmm.
Always Madden was required, but I always had my wrestling games too.
Oh, are we going to
My
touch base
Royal
on these?
Rumble.
Oh, yes.
Yes,
SmackDown.
there was
the original
no,
SmackDown
no, no.
for the
I'm
PlayStation
going
1.
back.
You're going back
I'm
again?
going. I'm Royal Rumble was in '93 on the Sega Genesis / Sega Mega Drive. Then there was a game on Super Nintendo. I forgot what it was. I think it was WrestleMania something. That when they introduced tag teams, I remember I played as Hulk and Animal.
Oh.
Yeah, earthquake, typhoon, natural disasters,
Oh,
Macho Man. But this was WWF,
Yeah. Yeah.
WCW Nitro.
Oh, yes.
No. That was PlayStation. No. 64. WCW NWO Revenge.
I
One of the best wrestling games I've ever played.
I don't remember that one. But I
What?
remember the WCW on PlayStation 1. WCW Nitro, I think it was.
That was a good game. It was
Yeah.
good, but I would always, man, that was the only reason I wanted a 64.
Yeah.
For those WWCW /
WWF games and-
NWO games.
Yeah.
Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Oh my! You had Black and White Sting. You had the Outsiders. You had Hollywood Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
Dean Malenko.
Yeah.
Chris Benoit.
Yeah.
Oh
Goldberg.
gosh. Goldberg.
Yeah.
Yes. Man.
Right. I got a
Listen,
question
man.
here. In the US on the PlayStation 1, when they released SmackDown, I think it was 2, just after Vince did the whole WWF, WWE malarkey name change, we had the game come out with WWF on it. But then, after Vince did the name change, we had a WWE version Did you have that over there?
Me? No.
Because I
I mean,
remember
I
going to a
had the
video shop.
first SmackDown.
Yeah.
I had the first one.
SmackDown. What was it?
Yeah, the first SmackDown. That was
Yeah.
it. That was when SmackDown became an official show.
Yeah. Because
I had
SmackDown
that
was
one.
for The Rock, wasn't it? They released SmackDown,
Yes.
the brand, as a
Oh,
thing for The Rock.
dog. Everybody and their baby's kid sister
Yep.
had that game. That was it. This was in '98. This was
Yep.
when The Rock was bigger than life.
Yep.
Dog. Oh, dude, man, I had that game on bootleg, by the way. I had to.
Ooh.
Someone made a little copy for me, man. I had to, man.
Yeah.
Man, that was one of those games, bro. If you lent that game out, you
Oh,
wasn't
you
getting that
weren't
game
getting it
back.
back. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah. If
So
you lent it out, that was done.
SmackDown was released in 2000 on the PlayStation.
Yep. I had it because I was in high school still.
Yeah.
Yeah.
SmackDown 2 Know Your Role was released in late 2000 on the PlayStation, and SmackDown Just Bring It was released in 2001 on the PlayStation 2. SmackDown Shut Your Mouth also came out on the PlayStation 2. Here Comes the Pain. The best wrestling game on the planet, hands down. SmackDown Here Comes the Pain.
Well, I mean, dude, that's like 5 SmackDown games that came out. So
Yeah.
listen, this is what they did. All they did, bro, was update the rosters.
Yep. Update the graphics a little
Stuff. Things now that will be a DLC. Back then, you had to buy the whole game all over
Yeah.
again.
Yep.
Yeah, they pretty much milked it.
But
I'm
for
sorry,
me,
that's what they did.
best wrestling game ever, SmackDown Here Comes the Pain. With Brock Lesnar on the front cover.
Oh, see, you played it well into yeah. You was doing it. My last wrestling game was probably SmackDown, and that was 20 years ago.
Yeah. I played
Yeah.
all of the SmackDown games from the PlayStation 1 to... So that was SmackDown, and then SmackDown 2, SmackDown Know Your Role, Shut Your Mouth, and Here Comes the Pain. I played all of them. Then I went on to the SmackDown vs. Raw series. There were some good games. Like, really, really good games.
Bro, there was WWF Raw that was on Sega Genesis, I think.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh man, with Razor Ramon, Shawn Michaels, Bret Hart,
Yeah.
Mr. Perfect, the $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase, British Bulldog, Owen Hart. Oh Jesus Christ, God, dude, it just goes on and on.
No offense to Microsoft, I think they really messed up with the graphics for the Xbox for WWE Raw 2 and WWE Raw. Released in 2003.
I didn't release when?
2003. WWE Raw 2 was released in 2003 on the Xbox.
No, listen. These wrestling games that are out today are a disgrace.
Yeah, 100%. Like, they don't come close to Here Comes the Pain.
With the technology that is out and available now, they should be ashamed.
Yep.
Technology's too good.
Yeah.
Like, who's doing it now? 2K?
Yeah, 2K did on 2K21 that's coming out this year, or 2K22. One of them. Yeah.
Is it coming out on next gen?
Yeah.
They got to get their stuff together.
Yeah. There was a lot of glitches in the 2K games. Like, stuff wasn't
Bro, they got to get together.
Like, you'd fall off the apron when you were in, like, when you weren't even on the apron. You'd be on the ropes and you'd, like, fall off.
Yeah, they got to fix that.
Yeah. 2K have a big hand to play in the next wrestling games.
If they could come out with a game that's just straight legends.
Yeah.
You know, all the dudes from, back then,
WCW,
dead and alive.
NWO.
I'd buy it.
Oh, yeah.
It would sell out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'd be good.
Yeah, dude.
My retro game that I'd ask for remastered, I've already mentioned it once. It's going to come as no surprise. SmackDown Here Comes the Pain. Just literally don't touch the game mechanics. Just remaster the graphics and stick it online. That's what you've got to do. Remaster the graphics. Don't mess around with the raw mechanics of the game and just release it. And I guarantee you, hand on heart, every baby mama and their side chick are buying it. Everyone that is a wrestling fan would buy it.
Yeah, you're probably right. Yeah,
everyone wants it.
Yeah, I mean,
Mad,
but now, how many wrestling fans are really left? Wrestling right now, to me, is in a sad state.
Yeah, wrestling's in a bit of a horrible state right now with the whole no fans thing and everything. And yeah. They wrestling definitely took a hit. Yeah. Right. So,
yeah.
On that note, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, tune in next month to the D&D show. But in the meantime, you've got to share this podcast with, you ready?
Guys, your mother,
your daddy,
your side chick,
your wife,
your brother,
his brother,
your granddad,
your granny. Who else?
The preacher's wife.
His who?
The preacher's wife.
His side chick. His side chick.
And share it with the farmer's daughter.
Right, I got a new one for you. You ready? You have to share it with the random chick who adds you on Snapchat trying to sell you OnlyFans. Right?
Oh my God. The random chick?
The random chick that randomly adds you on Snapchat by a search trying to sell you OnlyFans. You gotta tell her.
Oh my God.
Tell her baby daddy. Tell everyone. Tell them all. This is the D&D show with me. It's the Danny C show and your boy
Dnicest 84 All Mad Channel. Woo!
Team Danny C. We will see you next month. We will try and get the podcast up on the 22nd of every month. Bye bye.